The former managing director of National Inland Waterways Authority (NIWA, Dr. George Moghalu, says development of inland waterways transportation will reduce high cost of goods and services in the country.
If these cargoes that are moved by land are moved by water, it will affect the cost of these goods, because you don't expect an importer or a trader to move his cargo and then sell at a loss. Some of the things they add up before they're arriving at the cost is the cost of transportation of these goods. So if it costs 10 naira by moving them by land from Lagos, for example, or from Kanu down, you will certainly have to add the cost to the goods, and then it will impact on the people. But if we move them by water, it will drastically reduce to more than, if not more than 30%. You must have over 70% reduction in terms of cost of transportation. And what that implies is that right now, adding 10 naira to the cost of the good, you add 3 naira. So you have saved 7 naira. But as to whether it will impact very aggressively, because transport is a key component.
He urged the federal government to prioritize development of Nigeria's inland waterways, saying it offers huge economic benefits, including provision of massive employment opportunities.
It's a matter of doing what we had already planned to do while I was in NIWA and improving on what we did. Okay? One of the major key achievements was the fact that we were able to concession the Onitsha River Port. All right? What the government needed further to do was to try as much as possible to clear the channels, to dredge, because it has a lot of advantages to clear the channels. We also went further to build jetties and warehouses in some communities within the state. But because I believe very strongly that water transportation is the way to go, apart from the economic benefit, it's opening up a new channel that provides opportunity for massive employment.
Moghalu listed his achievements while in NIWA.
If there was anything I tried to do, was to ensure the movement of cargo between Onitsha and Lagos, because the truth is that a good percentage, more than 60% of all the cargoes that come into Nigeria end up in the southeast. That is the statement of fact. All right? And most of these cargo are moved by road between Lagos and Onitsha. So we set up we focused on a vision to move this cargo rather by road but by water, so that we can save our road infrastructure and also open up their channels, develop new cities as you go along, and then make sure that the water channels are viable and properly and put it to effective use. And we started. I engaged the Chambers of Commerce, I engaged the Importers Association, I engaged the freight owners, and we were on that trajectory before the end of my tenure. But it's my prayer that the new administration that took over from me will continue and make that, realize that, because it is very key. We even went to the extent of entering into an understanding with NUPEG, went to the extent of signing a MOU to move bulk liquid cargo by water instead of by road. Because if you look at the pressure we have on our roads, let us assume that 2 million containers are going to come from Lagos to Onitsha and Aba. What that translates to is that 4 million trailers will be on the road. Because 2 million trailers will bring the containers, 2 million trailers will return the empty. So, and our roads are not designed to carry such weight. So at the end of the day, we lose money because this road infrastructure will collapse. And when it collapses, we have to refix them. But if we don't damage them, we can use those resources to impact on other aspects of our economies.